even though I grew up with my mom's, I have a Caribbean background. My father's from Grenada. But I also notice, and especially being in New York City, it's a melting pot. There's so many different cultures. I noticed that a lot of people who are not U.S. born or U.S. the whole entire family are more together. So Caribbean, Puerto Rican, Caribbean, Dominican, West Indian. What is it about the culture that keeps y'all together, keeps y'all so united?
I don't know if you could chalk it up to tradition or I don't know the exact answer, but I know what you're saying and identifying is 100% real. That necessity for family, togetherness. I don't know if it's due to finance, due to being immigrants that you find your family and you bring them together because you don't have opportunity outside of that. I don't know if it's that, but it's something that I would say I identified a long time ago, and you see it as well. It's something that makes us stronger, and it's something that I actually take a lot of pride in to bring into my family to today. How can we host? How can we pass the tradition down? How can we do New Year's? How can we have the barbecue? How can we be the safe place, right? How can we bring kids together, parents and kids together? That's the way we were, right? Like some cousins and family you didn't see but once, twice a year. But when you all hung out for whatever party at my parents' house, that was fun. That was memorable. That was exciting.
Right.
The food was bountiful, right? The party was great. There were beers everywhere. There was food everywhere. Salsa music was playing, like all those little things were kind of like those spices in the mixture of like what made us. So I don't know exactly, to go back to your question, why or where that comes from. I think there might be a bunch of circumstances why Caribbean culture, as they immigrated here, leaned more into that, or maybe it was just a natural big family inclusiveness that extended as they came here. But I do wish and hope that continues. Because I think that thread really ties us back to where we came from and where we're going next.
Very, very, very true. I would agree with a lot of those points. In particular, as growing up, like I said, more of on the American side, most of my American friends never really saw two parents in their household. They may have known both parents, but it just wasn't a thing. I would even say in American Black households, getting married is not even looked at as a high priority. I've known people who've been together for 20 plus years and they just together. Like they're not hopping the broom, they're not trying to get married. It's not even a thought process. So when I looked at that, even my pops, my Caribbean side, like my pops, he's been married 3 times. Like he that's one of the things that I've noticed with people who migrated or families who migrated here versus communities or families that were brought up in the States. It's been a huge difference, which I'm assuming this is why you wanted a family yourself. Me, I actually never ever thought about having a family until everybody in the group had families. It was like, wait a second, like I'm 40 something, like I'm not even thinking about it yet. And that's another reason why I wanted you on the show, is because I noticed in our chat group, everybody who's in the chat who is married grew up with their parents. Right. Everybody who's not married grew up in a single family household.
I think right now, the relationship I have with my sister, the relationship I have with my brother, I wouldn't change it for the world. No matter what arguments and bickering we had as kids, we were a family. We never put hands on each other. We never like cursed each other out or did anything that really just violates each other. My parents would never allow that. Number one. 2, we do love and care for each other, and I think now as we've all matured and become adults, I think that bond that we have is even stronger. And luckily, they support me, I support them, and we're all there for each other, and we're all there now for that turning of the tide, which is now, how do we take care of our parents? How do we support my mom that's trying to support my dad? How do we do that? How do we now take the responsibilities and the reins that they have maintained as far as being